Some movies aim for greatness. Others miss the mark so hard, they hit something even better. These aren't just flops. They're masterpieces of chaos, films where nothing works quite right, and yet somehow, everything works together. So bad, sure, but also kind of perfect. Today we're diving into 5 cinematic disasters that have become unmissable cult favorites. They're clumsy, they're confusing, and somehow, they rule. Let's dive in. Troll 2, 1990. No trolls, no logic, just plant-based goblins, a cursed town named Nilbog, and some of the most awkward line deliveries ever caught on film.
And you can't piss on hospitality.
This isn't just a line, it's a battle cry for fans of bad cinema. This is the movie where the villains force you to eat cursed green goop so they can turn you into vegetables because they're vegetarians. Sure, everything about Troll 2 screams low-budget confusion, but it plays with such intense sincerity that you can't help rooting for it. Midnight screenings turn into interactive chaos, and each line feels like it was translated from English into a different language. And back again. It's not just bad, it's unforgettably bad. And that's exactly why it works. Hard Ticket to Hawaii, 1987. This one feels like an action movie dreamed up by a 13-year-old who just discovered R-rated cable, razor blade frisbees, a killer snake infected by toxic waste, and 2 DEA agents in bikinis blowing up drug dealers with rocket launchers. The director, Andy Sedaris, a guy who never met a slow-mo explosion or cleavage shot he didn't like. The plot? Doesn't matter. There's a blow-up doll used as a decoy in a shootout. You're here for chaos, and it delivers. Everything's shot with deadpan seriousness, which somehow makes it even funnier. Hard Ticket doesn't wink at the audience. It's too busy firing bazookas at skateboarding hitmen. And you can't help but love it. Plan 9 from Outer Space, 1959. The original cult disaster. Ed Wood's infamous sci-fi epic tried to warn humanity about the dangers of nuclear weapons by having aliens resurrect cardboard zombies in a cemetery made of shower curtains and plywood. Bela Lugosi appears for 5 minutes, then is replaced by Wood's wife's chiropractor, who hides his face behind a cape. Dialogue is delivered like the actors are reading it for the first time. And the flying saucers? Literal hubcaps. Plan 9 doesn't just ignore quality, it launches it into space. But its relentless earnestness and DIY charm made it a cornerstone of so bad it's good cinema. The fact that anyone tried this hard with this little makes it impossible not to respect. Samurai Cop, 1991. Meet Joe Marshall, a samurai with a mullet, a badge, and absolutely no idea what movie he's in. Samurai Cop is a buddy cop movie with no rhythm, no logic, and fight scenes that look like bad karaoke choreography. There's a sword gang called the Katana, scenes where people forget their lines mid-take, and a police chief who yells like he's in a completely different film. It's a hilarious hot mess packed with unintentional gold. Every scene feels like it was shot in one take, probably because it was, and the result is a movie that's impossible to stop watching, even if your brain begs you to look away.
What does katana mean?
It means Japanese sword.
This isn't just bad filmmaking, this is outsider art with a wig. The Apple, 1980. It's the year 1994, at least according to this disco-fueled nightmare from 1980. The Apple is a sci-fi musical where a pop music corporation run by a glitter-covered devil called Mr. Boogaloo brainwashes the world with synth beats. And yes, God shows up in a white luxury car to save humanity with a smile. It's a neon-glazed biblical allegory wrapped in wild choreography, cheap Euro disco, and the most aggressively dated fashion ever put to film. Think Jesus Christ Superstar meets Xanadu on acid with a moral about rejecting fame and embracing Canadian music. It bombed completely hard on release, but over time it became a camp classic. The kind of film that's so sincere in its message, it accidentally creates unintentional genius. So yeah, these movies are a mess, but they're our mess. And they're way more fun than half the stuff that tries to be good. Got a favorite disaster piece we missed? Drop it in the comments. And if you're into weird gems like these, hit subscribe. We've got plenty more where that came from. Until next time, stay weird and rewind often.